Right now on Great 38.
Oh, yeah, we're going to win Ohio.
We're going to have a great day. I think we're going to have a phenomenal day.
We will continue to beat Donald Trump. We will win the nomination.
I'm the only candidate who's gotten more votes than Trump.
We're going to win the 99 delegates here in Florida.
I think we're going to win.
Who will win? Polls are closing across the country as voters pick our next president. 691 delegates are on the line for the Democrats tonight, 358 for the Republicans. Plus, one big goal for three candidates: stop Donald Trump. Plus, polling problems in Polk County.
We would have been turned away if we weren't forceful about it.
Democratic voters had to fight for their right to vote, why a local polling station claimed only Republicans were allowed. News Channel 8 at 8 starts now.
Good evening, I'm Jen Holloway.
And I'm Josh Benson. Thanks for being with us and joining us for our special election coverage tonight. It's a crazy night so far, and this just literally within seconds into the newsroom. Hillary Clinton was just declared the winner in the Democratic Florida primary. She beat out Senator Bernie Sanders, and we will have a final count of the votes once they come in on WFLA.com and on News Channel 8. Also, on the other side, Donald Trump was just declared the winner in Florida's primary. Again, just seconds ago, this came in. A big loss for Marco Rubio, who failed to get enough votes in his home state. We will have a final count of all the votes once they come in on our website again and over on News Channel 8. Tonight, the candidates to beat was Donald Trump. That did not happen. Our crew has been chasing him all day in Palm Beach.
And keep in mind, we also have reporters in Miami, D.C., and the crucial state of Ohio. To kick off our extensive team coverage from across the nation, let's start with Paul Mueller. Paul, you've had a very busy day out there for sure. Where's Donald Trump?
Yeah, you know what? Indeed, we've had a very busy day. Donald Trump is nowhere to be found yet. He's pretty much off the grid, if you will, Jen. As we just heard, we're projecting that Donald Trump is the winner of Florida, that he's won every single county so far except for Miami-Dade, and that is the one county where Marco Rubio has a very strong backing from his supporters there. Again, we've been watching this all night long, these votes that are coming in. And again, just about 15 minutes ago, only about 65% of the precincts were reporting, and they had Trump with 700,000 votes compared to Rubio's 400,000 votes. That just puts it into perspective for you. And we are still waiting, though, for the results to come in from the Panhandle because obviously of the time difference there. Now, the polls, well, they were indeed right. They said Trump would beat Rubio, that the question for many would was not how Trump would win, but by how much. Some of those polls were dead on with that double-digit lead that Rubio has right now. I should say that Trump has right now. So what does this mean? Well, if Trump does win tonight, and it is official, it could narrow down the field of contenders, and this could become a two-person race with Texas Senator Ted Cruz. Again, it could become a two-person race, but one step at a time here. So the big question right now, what will happen to Marco Rubio? Everyone said he has to win his home state of Florida to stay in the game. Could this be his swan song tonight? Late this afternoon, he said no. He plans to continue on the campaign trail. His next stop will be in Utah. That is the next state to have a primary. Guys?
All right, Paul, we know the polls are just closing in certain parts of the Panhandle right now, all because of the time zone difference. What about that area? Have you heard anything so far?
Well, you know what, as we said, the poll's just closing there, but we do know that part of the state is very conservative, about 55 to 60%, and that's a conservative estimate. 55 to 60% are going to vote for Trump. And again, that goes along those conservative lines and with the voters in the neighboring states of Alabama and Louisiana who also voted for Trump. Jen, Josh.
All right. Paul Mueller live in Palm Beach tonight. Paul, thank you.
Well, Rubio's home state of Florida is and was a must-win for him, so it is not looking good for him after all of these results are now coming in, and Donald Trump declared the winner in the state of Florida. Political reporter Candace McCown is live at Rubio's party in Miami. So, Candace, looking at what happened now, Rubio came out and said regardless of what happens in Florida, he's on to Utah, and that's the status for him. But what is the mood now? Some pretty shocking news for supporters in that camp.
You know, when the news came out in the past 5 minutes or so, we heard some yells and some moans from the crowd behind me. A lot of people watching the results come in on the television here. And from the beginning, when this party started earlier this evening and people started coming in the door about an hour ago, many of them were not feeling very positive. They were, you know, trying to maintain a positive attitude, but many of them not very optimistic that this would turn out in Rubio's favor. Take a look at some of this video of this crowd here. They lined up for quite some time before the doors opened here at Florida International University. You know, a lot of people here are family and friends of Marco Rubio. Now they're closely watching those results. They're no doubt nervous, and many of them not even wanting to talk to us on camera because they're very upset at this point. Also hearing from some of them that are hopeful that the results from Miami-Dade County have not come in at this point, hoping that that might make a huge difference in the results. But you can feel the anxiety in the room here.
Don't stay home. Make sure no one stays home. We don't know how close this is going to be.
Yeah, well, the crowd behind me is back to cheering right now. Many of them obviously watching what the results as they come in, hoping that Rubio does better than what he's currently showing. Like, again, waiting on certain counties, their results to come in. They're thinking that Rubio did really well here in South Florida and hoping that those counties have yet to report. So they're not giving out hope, many of them here this evening. Josh?
Yeah, some early indications from Paul stating that the majority, if not all of the counties pulling for Donald Trump, but except for Miami-Dade, obviously where Rubio is from, so he has the support obviously in that area. But any comments from anybody at the level of numbers we're talking about? If he gets beaten this badly in this state, are they talking about that?
You know, a lot of people have said that this primary vote was a referendum on Senator Rubio's job as a senator. So a lot of people here, yes, they're upset, but, you know, of course, we're in a crowd full of supporters. They're understanding that the political climate not supporting Marco Rubio at this time, and they were hoping for better results tonight, obviously not getting them. Again, waiting on Rubio to come out here tonight, make his speech, and understand exactly what he's going to do. Is he going to continue on? Is he going to stop his campaign after tonight? He has said that he's going to go on to Utah, but it'll be interesting to see how he feels after he actually sees these results that came in here in Florida.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's going to be interesting to watch him come out and have to address everybody. So the night is young, definitely for the Rubio campaign. Candace McCowan live in Miami. Thanks so much. Well, tonight we'll make or break another Republican candidate as well. We're talking about John Kasich. This is video of the Ohio governor voting for himself, of course. Kasich is neck and neck with Trump in polls in Ohio. Now, coming up in less than 30 minutes, we're going to have a live update on the Kasich campaign from Cleveland. And Ted Cruz will be spending primary night in Houston. The Texas senator has the second most delegates. Now he's trying to win over Kasich and Rubio supporters. Cruz's campaign is betting the field will look a little different after tonight's results.
And turning now to the Democrats, Hillary Clinton, of course, a solid favorite here in Florida. She has now taken the state officially. The former Secretary of State is now the winner over Bernie Sanders. Melanie Michael continues our team coverage tonight. She's live in West Palm Beach, where Clinton crowds have been celebrating and gathering, and I'm sure the momentum is growing in that room. Mel.
It is at an all-time fever pitch. Good evening to you, Jen. The Clinton campaign headquarters now turning into a Clinton dance party. I don't know if you can hear the song that's playing right now, Pharrell's Happy. That certainly sums up the mood quite clear tonight. I want to show you a live look at this room. Packed shoulder to shoulder with supporters who have been lining up all afternoon to wait and see their winner tonight. And I tell you what, there hasn't been 1 ounce of negativity around here today. I know that Hillary Clinton came out today in North Carolina early on and really kind of came after Trump and talked about some of the dangerous events going on at some of his rallies, but none of that here. No protesters, no angry folks, no people chanting with anger at all. As a matter of fact, nothing but happy smiles around here. And of course tonight, now that she is declared the winner, they are all waiting for her. We should tell you that she was scheduled to speak at 9 o'clock, but it looks like she could be coming out tonight at 8 o'clock or sometime after 8 o'clock. We are currently awaiting her arrival right now. We said that she was going to speed up the time because the momentum has reached a fever pitch. People just very, very excited tonight to pile in here. And how's this for ironic? The two front runners, the two winners tonight, just 4 miles apart. Donald Trump over at Palm Beach, Hillary Clinton here in West Palm Beach at the convention center. And as I mentioned, the crowds have been building and growing all afternoon until tonight. They're now packing this ballroom awaiting Hillary Clinton's arrival. And one thing that we did notice earlier today, the security, very, very tight. Secret Service at every single entrance and a lot of metal detectors to get in. So they're not taking any chances with the crowds tonight. It's getting a little bit quieter now. So again, we're just awaiting her arrival any minute. We were given a heads up by some of the campaign workers that she could possibly be taking the stage literally at any second. But when we told you it was turning into a victory party and a dance party, that's exactly what's going on. People have been erupting into song and dance and cheering and clapping. Very, very pleased that Hillary Clinton has taken the primary here tonight. So we'll keep you posted when those live events come down. Of course, we'll come right back to this and we'll clue you in on her speech as soon as she begins to talk here in West Palm Beach. But Jen and Josh, an exciting day all the way around. A lot of momentum, as you mentioned, and it is at a fever pitch at this hour because folks just waiting for Hillary Clinton to take the stage in this victory tonight. We'll send it back to you.
Melanie, thank you. We have just confirmed that we will be taking her speech live when that happens. And as Melanie pointed out, she's just 4 miles away from Trump. So let's hope they don't speak at the same time. Moving on to Bernie Sanders. Of course, he had hoped to pull off another upset against Clinton like he did in Michigan. The senator earlier today shook hands and took a lot of pictures with voters in Chicago. Clinton was favored, of course, to win Illinois, but Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel is backing her. And Emanuel's job approval rating is so low right now that his endorsement could actually hurt Clinton, especially with young and minority voters. We're going to have live continuing team coverage of the Florida primary throughout the night. We're also going to have a special 1-hour, 11 p.m. newscast on News Channel 8 with full results and analysis.
And our newsroom is busy crunching all the numbers, so we're going to take a quick break and check the forecast. Got to know what it's going to be like outside.
I know, and this morning, foggy, of course. I know that was a big issue. Could be an issue again tomorrow morning. And some of that thick fog did cause traffic hiccups really much of the day. The Sunshine Skyway Bridge shut down at 5:30 this morning and stayed closed for hours. The bridge finally reopened around 1 o'clock this afternoon, and unfortunately, like I just mentioned, fog will be an issue again tonight and into tomorrow. Here's the view that was taken just about an hour ago from Reddington Beach from Michelle Frenzel. If we can pull up that picture. Oh, we can show you. Whoop. Well, we're looking at our false camera, so we'll have that picture for you in a minute coming up, guys. But yeah, it is still a little bit dark, but there you see it. There's the picture. Foggy really along the coast throughout the day. So we'll have more on that and some rain chances moving back into the forecast for this weekend in your full forecast coming up.
Okay, thank you.
Looking forward to it. You can check the radar anytime on your smartphone by using our free Storm Team 8 Weather Max app.
Coming up next on News Channel 8 at 8 on Great 38. Our primary coverage continues live from Washington, D.C. How the candidates are holding up in other big states tonight. You're watching Tampa Bay's most convenient primetime newscast. This is News Channel 8 at 8 on Great 38.